Books are silent mentors that guide, inspire, and remind us of the beauty of the human spirit. This is the Authors Confab on Diamond FM 101.1, and we always gather here to celebrate and talk about authoring journey. We have another guest in the studio today set to share a story. And I'm Rachel Ogusowo of Royal Ray International. We are a writing, authoring, publishing, and author branding firm. For the author branding, we have two segments. We have the Rana Award, where we recognize and celebrate authors in Nigeria. We also have the Authors Confab, where we invite authors to come share their story on Diamond FM. You can always watch the replay on the YouTube channel of Dr. Rachel Ogusowo. So now to the business of the day. Are there guest author? Can we meet you?
Good evening, listeners at home. I'm BUSAYO Dorothy ADEGUN. I'm an author, a singer, I teach, and as well, I'm a business person. So I refer to myself as a positive mindset influencer because my goal is to ensure that I give value, add value to every member of society, especially to young people, teenagers, maidens, and bachelors. So I'm a first-time author, published author. The title of my book is Navigating Maiden and Bachelor Years.
Oh, amazing. It's wonderful to have authors think about maiden and bachelor. So can you tell us what has been the feedback since the author did your wonderful book?
The feedback has been fantastic, I would
Okay.
say, because
Your first book?
it's a first book, and to have someone or writers find me even from as far as Ghana and the United Kingdom ask for this book, and I would say that the book is making the right impact.
Thank God. So what inspired you?
One of the things that inspired the writing of this book is the fact that while growing myself at this stage, I never had access to a book like this to guide me as a teenager or a maiden or bachelor. At that point in society, a lot of things were silenced. Not many people were speaking up. And of course, it was so easy to make mistakes. So people who choose to guide their thoughts and value system were seen as being weird and were not necessarily accepted in the social circle. So for me, I just felt it was a good thing that I document some of my experiences and use it to teach young people. Peradventure, they will have something to refer to in the future.
So they won't say no one
They will,
told them. And the
yes,
beauty of being an author is that even those you won't meet physically, they can get to read your book.
yes.
Yeah. So do you in any way feel that okay, your book has an edge over other books? Okay, I've read your book, so I know why I'm asking this question. Let's hear from your mouth. You know there are several books for singles.
Yes.
So tell us what you feel. I mean, the solution your book is providing.
Yes, there are so many books on teenage years, on maiden and bachelor years, but not many use the autobiographical technique. I
Yeah.
would say that the last chapter in this book is a special feature of you know, maybe about five or more people who shared their experiences at the teenage years while they were maidens and bachelors and how they were able to surmount some of the hurdles that they came across. So for me, this is an edge over so many books that have treated this issue of maiden years challenges and teenage years or bachelor years challenges, as we say.
Okay, so now let's talk about your subtitle. The topic is Navigating Maiden and Bachelor Years, an effective guide for fulfilling vocation and life goal. Many maiden and single books are usually about love, but yours is much more than that. So,
Yes, I believe that the totality of the human being goes beyond just relationships. And fulfillment is one thing that we should strive for. So the whole idea of focusing on just relationships at the teenage or maiden or bachelor years is not so advisable from my own point of view because so many people have found themselves under 6 feet because of too much emphasis on relationship issues. There are so many other ways to find fulfillment. It is not until we find ourselves attached to one or two people
mm,
that we can find fulfillment in life. And that is why I wrote a guide for vocation and life goals. Somebody's goal could just be making someone beautiful, you know, giving someone a good haircut. I was very thrilled when one day while watching a documentary and I found a convict that came out and then returned to the prison to go and continue cutting the convict's hair because that was where he found fulfillment.
Mm.
You know, so for me, I mean, one has to be able to define what gives one fulfillment in life, and the ability to make that discernment is what I'm interested in. That's why I wrote this guide to people who also want to find fulfillment and not just necessarily chase success in life. One must be able to define one's source of fulfillment and success.
Amazing. So it's safe to say that your audience are teenagers and single people like maiden and bachelors, safe to say, or will married people find the book interesting?
Everyone who picks up this book will find one or two things to learn.
So tell us your audience, your
The book is recommended for teenagers, maidens, and bachelors, first of all, and for everyone who at that point in life missed out on so many things in their formation: character formation, educational formation, spiritual formation, and financial formation, so to say. So the book is meant for everyone who missed out on that aspect of their life, not just not just these teenagers, maidens, and bachelors. You'll find out that in marriages, a lot of marriages, a lot of relations, even companies are folding up because of the lack of the value that they're supposed to give to their workers, give to their partners. So the book, anyone who picks up this book is going to find one or two things to learn from it.
you've heard from our guest author this evening. Anyone who picks up, even the title is depicting maiden and bachelor, but anybody can still navigate even after marriage. You can still navigate those parts you missed out somehow. So, Ma, thanks for joining us. Will you like to share with us the low moments and your wins since you started authorship?
Wow. The greatest win for me is having at least one person read this book.
Wow.
That's the greatest win for me. At least one person, but at least I can say that so many people have read this book. So the only low that I would say is the anxiety that was associated with getting it ready for publication and the whole process of getting it published and given out to the public. So that was those only low moments. Every other thing for me is a learning phase, no matter what the challenge is. So I don't see them as lows, I see them as opportunities to learn. So it's just the anxiety associated with getting it published. That's the only thing I can see as a low moment. It's not easy to control once it's like anxiety.
So when you saw your book, I mean, when you finish, like after the sleepless night corrections here and there. So what was the feeling when you finally became an author?
Yes, I was fulfilled. That's the word. I became fulfilled.
It's indescribable until you get into the shoes. That
Yes.
you know how it is to hold your book in your hands and smell it. It's amazing. So what do you have for somebody who is still talking, like they have a desire to be an author, but maybe for one reason or the other it has not manifested? What do you want have to say to them?
Don't stop writing. Don't
Okay.
stop writing. Just keep at it. Even if it's a single line on a daily basis, just keep writing. And no idea of yours is a waste. Keep writing them down. It will make sense at the end of the day when you decide to eventually give it to your editor or a project consultancy firm like Royal Ray, and they will help you fleshing out the ideas that you have written down. So don't stop writing.
Thank you. Did you hear what she said? Give an editor. Please don't publish Gilberry Show. Don't just say, okay, I've concocted something and you want to publish. No, no, no. Please, you want authors in Nigeria to be up to international standards. So go through publishers. That is what we do at Royal Ray International. And tell us about the award now.
Oh yes, I was so thrilled. I was happy when I got the award for an author making impact from Royal Ray International. I want to sincerely appreciate you. That's kind gesture. Thank you for the opportunity to at least feel that I've impacted society.
The next segment of the show this evening. This segment is called This or That. this or that. So I'll put some options to you. You pick whatever comes to your mind first. It might not really be your reality, but whatever comes to your mind first. So are you ready?
I am
Okay, self-publishing or traditional publishing?
self-publishing.
Why?
Well, there is a lot of freedom. I think we all enjoy being liberated when no one is carrying out any goal. So for me, self-publishing just gives me the freedom to get more creative with my ideas.
Oh, that's brilliant. So fiction or non-fiction?
I don't have. I'm not sure. Fiction
Fiction.
or non-fiction. I have a preference. I love both.
Good.
I love writing both.
Okay.
Yes.
Because I've read your fiction. Should I say, yeah, your fiction or faction out of real life
Fiction.
reality? They turn them to okay.
They're fiction.
They are fictions.
They
Okay,
are fiction. They
beautiful
are faction,
factions.
and then I have non-fiction as well.
Okay, but your published book is a memoir, so it's a mix too.
My what? My what?
Your published book is a fiction novel, just that it's in the memoir form.
It's just
There are real life stories in it.
yes. It just has a
So
lot of maybe segment of autobiography.
exactly.
It's
Yeah.
still a normal book, not necessarily a memoir.
But
It's not a full memoir.
it's not, we won't classify it as a fiction.
It's not fiction. It's non-fiction.
Non-fiction, so
So
can
it's an
non-fiction.
autobiography.
Yeah,
Yes.
amazing. Okay, so forward or no forward?
Forward.
Okay, your book has a forward.
No, it doesn't have one, but
It's necessary
it's
that
necessary.
yeah, because over time people kind of rush their books and keep most people that want to write forward might not have time to write. They will keep posting you. I'm busy.
That
I've
was
not
what
gone through.
happened. That was what happened in my case. And by the time I was really ready to publish, the one who
It
was
wasn't
supposed
ready.
to write the forward couldn't produce the forward, so I didn't have any choice than to go ahead with
I have a
publish
client
it.
now who is always saying, ah, when I want to print my books, oh, she'll be like, ah, okay, the forward is not ready. And I'll just smile like, when you were the one that said you want to use the forward, and then you told the person's traveling up and down. Sorry, I have to go through your book later. You know that it can be frustrating. So usually when clients ask me, should I use the forward, I'll say it's left to you. But usually it's better for a book to have a forward. So real book or audio book?
Real book, real book.
So in the near future, when your clients ask for audiobook,
Yes, we can make it available, but still prefer the real book today in this age.
same for me. I love to hold my book. I love to write things in it or make it or start some very basic points. So for me, too,
They say
the
what
real book.
you write with your hands, you easily remember.
Yes,
The same thing as what you read with your eyes and hold in your hand. Much more easier
this
to
there will be this
recall.
connection.
Yes, it's easier to recall than when you just listen. You listen. The scientists also believe that the human person forgets about 16 times
Wow.
in a day. So it means that when you listen to an audio recorded content, there's a possibility that you might not necessarily remember everything that you have
Wow.
listened to. But when you have a book, you have seen those lines, you have seen those lines
You
several
even know
times
where it is. You
in
can
the book.
imagine in your heart that okay, it's on the left. Yeah, you're correct. I saw this point, maybe the last paragraph or top page. Wow,
It just sticks to the mind.
amazing. There's a
Yes.
visual representation in your brain. Ah, human mind, amazing. So your hobby, reading or movie?
I would pick reading. I would pick reading
Okay,
because I may not watch any movie. No, I can't remember last time I saw a movie. Not that I don't like watching movies, but then I would rather read. I'd read more than watch movies.
okay. So, like 99.9% of authors on this show always choose to read it. So where are the people not reading? For Christ's sake, people are reading and they say Nigerians don't read. Please, wherever you are, whoever you have influence on, encourage people to read. We have fantastic authors in Nigeria, and please encourage people to read books by Nigerian authors. So let's move on. Tragedy or comedy?
Hmm. Comedy,
Okay.
comedy. All the way. You see, I am as a graduate of literature, as someone who studied literature both at the undergraduate level, postgraduate level, I can say that tragedy presents better than the reality.
Okay.
What I mean is that tragedy is going to give you the ideal character that is expected of a human being. But in a comedy, you may have a caricature of the human being. So comedy tends to present man worse than in reality. But tragedy gives you the ideal person. So even though the ending or the tale you have in tragedy may not be so interesting, it may be heartbreaking, but you're going to learn a lot about character formation in tragedy. So on the value aspect, I will still stick to tragedy. But when it comes to enjoyment, you want to, I can get emotional. So I would like to avoid something that will make me cry.
Okay. Exactly. Like
that would
protecting your
my
mental
mental
health.
health. I'd just stick with comedy.
Okay, the last part of this segment, um, selling 1 million copies of your book. Okay, let me say it like this. Who do you feel like? Who is this person you want to meet? Maybe an author, politician, or maybe a man of God or something.
I would love to meet Judu that Ijada.
Wow, a Nigerian,
He's a Nigerian
an
writer.
author.
He's an author.
Wow.
He writes a lot, and a lot of his stories are quite impactful for Judy Dada writes a lot, and he has won several awards. The author of Boom Boom, I think for children, for children or some or teenagers as well. He wrote a fiction, Boom Boom, that's the title. So Judy Dada is one of our like to please just interact with and see what his mind and thoughts.
So that means
like
you won't mind co-authoring a book with him. Do
No, I
you?
wouldn't. I wouldn't mind authoring with Judy Dada.
Yeah,
It would
because
be a fantastic experience.
wow, because on this show we also want to encourage co-authoring.
Okay.
So each guest that come, we ask them that what do you think about co-authoring? Is it something you're looking forward to? Like foreigners do that a lot. So I want Nigerian authors to also, I don't want it to be about me, my book, my book, my book. So if we co-author, we will share the publishing cost, we will market together, it's going to be a big win.
Networking will be
Fantastic.
symbiotic.
Exactly. You market the audience, market the
Yes.
audience. So, dear listeners, if you're an author, what do you think about co-authoring? Now, to the other question, I will not forget. 1 million copies of your book to be sold, or meeting a popular person that somewhere.
No, I learned early in life that you shouldn't, it's not advisable to know big people. It's rather advisable to learn from people's successes and maybe perceived failure. I use perceived because nothing, we all grow from failure.
Even failure is part of the
It's
journey.
part of
Yeah.
the journey. So I'm not so fascinated by meeting great people. I'm more fascinated about learning from people. I don't need to meet them before I can learn from them.
Okay. So you are choosing which one?
1 million copies of my book.
So that would be amazing. Apart from the money, that means it would have reached that number of people. That's the mindset I have.
For me, it's not so much about the money. If one is going to think about the money and monetary aspect of writing in our current society, one would never
You'll be
write.
discouraged. Like you're not ready to start. They play. Yeah,
So it's not so much about the money. Yeah, the money is good. The money is good because it's a reward for productivity. It's a reward for
investment. Yeah.
Investment. But much more importantly, that life is better for someone somewhere, and that's the reward. That's the ultimate reward. Why would choose 1 million copies of my book just sold? Wow.
Okay, amazing. So our guests, please let our audience tell them how they can get your book, and then how they can reach out to you for counseling or speaking engagements.
Okay. My contact info is BUSAYO ADEGUN 2022 on Instagram. On Facebook, you can contact me via Facebook name Oguntoye BUSAYO Dorothy. And for a copy or copies of this book, you can reach out to me on 070 3023 2014 07030232014 for counseling or any other information regarding this book.
Okay, I'm aware you just released a song or
Oh yes.
about to That's how we get to listen to this wonderful song. I listened to some parts already, and I can't wait for the release.
Okay, so I just released a gospel song, the single album that will be out on July 31st. It was streamed online on all platforms on July 31st. Please avail yourself the opportunity to listen to it. It's a gospel song just titled Oroye as the word of life. Jesus is the word of life. Of course, the whole essence of our life is to offer value to the society.
Yeah, this this is the beautiful thing. Sorry about that. This is the beautiful thing about being an author. You're an author, and then you're also doing some other thing. Like for you now, you're an author, and then you turn to a minstrel. Other guys will say, okay, they're authors and business coaches. Some will say they're authors and writers. You know, it's a beautiful word as an author. You can be an author and still be doing fantastically well in whatever business or career you are doing. So this will be all on the program this evening. And don't forget to watch the replay on our YouTube channel, Dr. Rachel Egusowo. Follow us on Instagram, Royal Ray International. Follow the branding page, Rana underscore award. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Rachel Ogusowo. And if you have a book project you want to birth, you can also send a mail to Royal Ray Publishing at gmail.com. We are waiting to help you birth your book. Do not publish gibberish. Bye bye and have a nice week ahead.